so far you're having a great week. Okay, so I woke up today and feeling like I should share something that I've been working on, for some time now. So to share it with you guys because it's gonna help you. Understand? Because no matter what strategy you're trading, you need the high time frame. You really need the high time frame because you want to go with the direction of the high time frame order flow. You want to go with the high time frame trend. That doesn't mean you can't trade the opposite direction. You can trade the opposite direction, but trading is already stressful on its own. It's a very stressful job. So we try as much as we can to make it simpler, if that word even makes sense to you, to make it easier, you understand, to be more relaxed while trading. All right, so that's why going with the trend make a lot of sense, and with the high, not just with the trend, with the high time frame trend make a lot of sense. And I can say also swinging, especially Nas doesn't move like pairs. Indices doesn't move like pairs, right? It doesn't. Indices have like a long-term trend, while pairs, or this USD, whatever, they don't have long-term trend. They have long-term trend on a high time frame. You understand? But just on the weekly alone, you can find like a nice good trend on NASDAQ and you just go with that trend for weeks. For weeks, you can go with that just one trend. Okay? So I just need to state all this because, some of you guys be like, oh, why don't he jump into what he wants to show us? But no, it's not like that. Trading is not just all about showing you the charts, enter here, close here, blah, blah, blah. Even on my Signal group, right? You see the way I do it. I don't have to come there every time and tell you buy or sell, buy, sell. No, I don't do that shit. I don't even like it. I rather teach you how to buy or sell, or show you my setups. You know what's gonna happen next. You know what we look for next. If we don't see it, we're out. We're not trading. You understand? You might see me on other groups taking some trades, but no, this one doesn't count. You understand? Sometimes I try to figure out something. Then when when it work, then I can share with you, just like what I'm about to share with you guys here. I've been working on it for a long time now, but finally it's coming together. You understand? Based on many courses that I've watched, which are still under my trading style. You understand? Pick some things from here, pick from here, put everything all together. You understand? So before I lost you there, if I lose you there, I lost you there, whichever one, man. So before I lose you there, let's dive into this. So as you all know, I focus more on higher time frame, and time. I focus on higher time frame. But let me be writing this thing here while I'm saying it, because I'm gonna get into all these things. This video might be long, but if you feel like you don't want to watch, you can just turn it off now and go fire. It might be long, it might be short, I don't know. So I focus on high time frame, time, which the time also have time could be the sections, right? Could be the section. But as I'm trading NASDAQ, my favorite section is New York section. Okay, New York section. So now high time frame time, which the New York section is under it. Then what else? Then yeah, the time also, the news release is also under the time, right? Because you also want to wait for after news release to get into your trade. So let's dive into this. So with you knowing this, or can I say with me knowing this, now how do I find my weekly direction? Because I want to find a weekly direction, not just the daily direction. I want to know where the next weekly candle is likely to expand to, right? If you remember, I did this call out. I did this call out from here, right? I did this call out, which I posted on YouTube. But unfortunately, I only got very few view that I didn't like the view. But when the time is right, we're gonna promote everything. You understand? Now I'm just working on my skills and my psychology and all that. So I had this call out here. I had this call out here telling everybody like this is gonna go here, you know. And how many pips is that? Because I do tell people that the same way you see lower time frame is the same thing you see higher time frame. But if you focus on the higher time frame, then trade lower time frame towards the higher time frame direction. It's that easy. You understand? It's just that. Then the rest thing, you just work on your psychology and you'll be fine. Okay, so sorry, sometimes when I'm saying something else, I jump into something else and get lost there. So you need to, you know, bear with me. But I won't say anything that is not about trading. Yeah, right. So so now, right, let's where should I cut this from? And because okay, started all from here, right? Okay, let me start from here. From here, because I took this trade here and I'm still holding my buys from here to this level. So let me not jump into something that I didn't do. Let me go with what I did, right? So now let's say this is me showing you how you can catch the weekly expansion, how you can catch these weekly candles, right? How you can catch these weekly candles. You're trying to predict where it will expand to. As ICT always said, where it will expand to, not where it will close. You understand? If you catch like half of this candle in a week, that's enough already. You understand? So let me cut this off here. Let me cut this off from here. Let's see, because when you go on lower time frame on 4 hour, you will see that price is about to drop, right? So when price is dropping, you know that all this will be taken out, all right? All this will be taken out, all this low will be taken out, right? So let's get here. Let's leave price here, all right? So what do you want to, this thing is so easy, honestly. What do you want to do? First thing first that you want to do is that you want to check the weekly, you want to check the news for that week. Check the days that we have high impact news, because it's low chance that price will move when there's no high impact news. It's low chance that price will move. You might see it start consolidating on lower time frame, not doing anything, but it's forming something. Okay, I will show you what it will form. Once you see that, you strike. That's when you start looking for. Okay, so first thing first, you want to check the high impact news. High impact news. High impact news. You want to check and see the days that we have it. That's number one. Okay. Then number two, now you want to skip Monday. You want to skip Monday because if you check also, you see there's usually no high impact news on Monday, but you want to skip Monday. Okay. Then if you haven't, time frame alignment, something that I talk about every time. All right. If we're dealing with, there's different time frame alignment that you can work on, but let's talk about this. If you're dealing with the weekly, right? If you're dealing with the weekly, then you need to go down to 4 hour to let it align, right? Align, then you want to go on 15 minutes for entry, right? You want to go on 15. Then you can drop lower if you want for entry, but this is where I stop, right? This is where I stop. Then now, what do you want to do next? Now we've talked about high impact news. We've talked about the days. You want to skip Monday. Then between Tuesday and Thursday, it's when you want to expect that expansion. Because remember now, we want to trade the next candle. We want to see where the next candle is likely to expand to. right? I want to see where it's likely to expand to. Remember, we have this points of interest here. So this fair value gap and this. And if you go on the monthly, you see that this is also a fair value gap. That's even make it stronger that it's likely to hold, right? So, but now we're dealing with weekly and 4 hour. So you go on 4 hour, all you just wait for on 4 hour is that, see, what do you see here? Is this bearish or bullish? This is bearish, right? This is bearish. So all you just want to do, it's that easy. Just wait for this to switch to bullish. That's all. Then you look for an order block on 4 hour, right? So you just want to wait. Let me just go faster. Okay. So what do you see here now? Oh, this thing went so fast. Sorry. Let me cut this. Let me cut this from here. All right. So you want to look for an order block. And which one is the order block? The order block is that last candle. It doesn't matter whether it's bullish or bearish. That last candle that got rejected. Okay? The last candle should be this. Right? So this is the last candle. Price closed above it. And we had a break of structure here. Right? You can clearly see the price always prints this whenever it wants to reverse or want to manipulate and keep going up. So if you look here, we have a break of structure here. Price swept this and created an order block here. So all you just want to do is that, on which day is this? You can see Monday. Okay, this was Friday. You can see Monday, see how we traded on Monday. Nothing serious happened. Then on Tuesday, we broke this. So how do you, again, also want to know if that order block is valid? You can also see a fair value gap, all right? So from one of the psychology stuff that I listened to, price only does something. It will create an imbalance just to come back to rebalance it, all right? If there's no imbalance, there's no reason for price to come back for that level. So price create an imbalance, come back to rebalance it, create an imbalance, come back to rebalance it. One thing that I do is that if I'm waiting for confirmation and I see that price is not creating an imbalance, I know that it's likely for price to come back, go down and look for imbalance or look to sweep liquidities, you understand, then go up. But that doesn't mean that this will not get disrespected one day. It could, but how do you know it's going to get respected? Because you're going to wait for another confirmation before you take your trade. It's as simple as that. Because remember, I listed here weekly, 4 hour, 15 minute. So we're done with the weekly. We're at 4 hour here. So the next here now will be 15 minute. All right. So now we can check to see if we have an impact news, high impact news on this day. If we have it, then good. Good. That's good for us. So what we have to do is that, remember, I talked about time also. I talked about time, which is New York section for me. New York section should be, okay, let's see. Okay, on this day, we're looking for a new day, sorry. Okay, this is Tuesday, so New York section here. So excuse me. So let's go forward and see what's gonna happen. Because now once we're looking for an entry on this level, anything that price is doing here, we don't care about that. All right. We want to see if this level will respect. And trust me, this kind of trade, you will have losses before you start getting it right. Sometimes you can be right, but you make some error and you will lose. But take it like that. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you, take it and move on. Because when you win, bro, when you win, it's going to be massive. I'm telling you the truth. Okay? So my trading style, I have losses. I do have losses, but it's how I handle those losses is the thing. Because once I catch that one swing, that's all. That's game over for the market. You understand? You can give me some loss. Maybe I lose like 20 pips, 50, no, I don't do 20 pips. Let's say like 30 pips, 40 pips, 50 pips, I can lose it. I'm fine. I'm okay. But when it's that time for me, might take like some weeks or some. When is that time for me? Trust me. I will catch thousands of pips in one trade. Okay, so let's continue. So when you take a loss, you let it go. Let it go. The earlier you let it go, the better for you. So let's see whether. Okay, now we're in New York section. We're in New York section, and we want to see a sweep. Remember what ICT says, right? Like if we're looking for buy, right? We want to see a sweep. We want to see sell side get taken during this time. So it's just a confluence for me. You understand? Just a confluence. So here we go, and then boom. Okay, so when price has tapped here, right, you can even drop on 5 minutes, 2 minutes to find your scalp. Not that swing now. You find your scalp there. And when you're taking swing, bro, you don't do tight stop loss because price could come back and manipulate again. Because these people, they know what's going on inside here. They know how traders trade. So they could come manipulate you, give you a wick, and boom, go up. All right? So you can scalp. This is where I even like to scalp when I want to scalp. Take a good scalp here, 30, 40, 50 pips, you close your trade. But if you want to leave a runner, turn it to swing, trust me, it's worth it, all right? But again, you don't try to swing. This information is very, very important. You don't swing towards the end of the week. Write this thing down somewhere. You don't swing. You don't start looking for swing position towards the end of the week. Okay? Because sometimes you'll be like, oh, but I took the trade here. And no, you took it at the wrong. This thing works with time. There's time. There's time. There's time for everything. Okay? This thing that I'm telling you, there is no teacher that I've taught this before. This is the things that I figured out myself. Okay? These are the things that I figured out myself based on the time that I've spent on this chart. I have many swing trades that I will take the position, it will go back. I'll be like, why? Like I keep like trying to find out why. You understand? I will take a trade to get. I've gotten a trade that got to 300 points before, 300 pips. 300 pips trade that I held for 2 days, and it went back and took me out. Then continue the direction. If like I was still holding that trade by today, maybe it would be like 3,000 pips or so. But it's all lessons, right? So now I know that, okay, if I don't catch my trade towards this time of the week, I will just keep scalping until maybe next week. We'll try again next week. Okay, so now we have this. I told you this video is going to be long. You understand? It's going to be long. So we swept this here, and we're still on 15 minutes. Remember, I told you can do lower time frame if you want to, but if you want to catch a big trade, it's gonna be 15. It's gonna be from 5 minutes to 15 minutes up. So we're on. What do you see here? We already have our entry here. There's already an entry here. Always take your entry from the fair value gap. Maybe you can add more on the other block. You understand? So you're taking this trade here. You're trying to target this high first. This is gonna be your first target. Where are we on the 4 hour? Okay, you're trying to target this high or target this high. You understand? Then hold maybe some runner also. All right? Because again, this is even the first order block, which will be very manipulative. Price could manipulate this, go down, take you out, do a lot of sort of things here because you're trying to catch a swing trade, right? So let's see how this goes. Okay, this managed to push to first TP here, first target here. Then you hold a runner. You hold a runner. You're not holding all your trade, okay? You hold a runner to see where, because Number one is that this is you finding the weekly direction, not just only swing. Finding the weekly direction. Where is this week likely to expand to? You understand? So maybe you hold your first runner here and then see. Let's see. Okay. Then maybe you took some more profit here. More profit here. Then now you can switch back to 4 hour. Right? You have your business on 15 minutes is done for that day. You switch back to 4 hour. I do advise my students to have 2 screen, double screen. Have a double screen, right? Say you're a trader, you can't be paying $14 a month, bro. You're not here to make small money when the time comes, right? So sacrifice that small money. So you go back to 4 hour again and do the same thing, right? So you go back to 4 hour, you're still holding a runner to see if price will keep pushing high. But if you don't feel like, you can close your trade. So now we're back here, right? We're back here. You go back to 15 minutes and do the same thing, right? If there is a confirmation here, price will push. If there's no confirmation, price will keep going down. So that's the thing. Okay, so and price went on and on and on. So this is how you catch this weekly expansion. You can see now we have this 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So you do the same thing. Every week you come in and be like, where is price coming from? Where is it likely to reach to? It's likely to reach here because price move like this. Price move external to internal, internal, external, internal, external. Maybe fail. Start doing the same thing again. One must fail. One must fail. Don't be like, oh, why did I take a loss? I did everything that I need to do. Yes, you did everything and you still lost. Be proud of it that you did what you had to do. All right? You target all these highs. You understand? So where is price coming from? Where is it likely to go to? That doesn't mean it won't fail here. It could fail here and drop, but bro, when it's about to fail, you will know. Price will tell you that it's about to fail. Then it all depends on you now. Do you want to be patient and wait to see the direction clearly? You know, when price was coming here, we didn't know if it wants to keep going down or not, but we know that this is where price will reverse. If price wants to reverse, it will reverse from here. If it wants to reverse, this is where it will make a U-turn from. If it doesn't, it will keep going and we keep selling. Then let's say when price gets to these levels again, because this is the last line of defense or whatever you want to call it. So we have all these levels here. Like, okay, we have another one here. Does it want to reverse here? Yeah, I don't even see why it wants to reverse from here anymore. You understand? But if, let's say, this didn't happen here, maybe we'll be looking at this level. You understand? So this is how you want to catch this weekly candle expansion, expansion, expansion. So you do the same thing over and over again. Every week you do the same thing. Every week you do the same thing. You will see that you will see your winning rate go very, very high. That's when you'll be able to make that's when you'll be able to flip your account easily. Flip your account easily. We don't flip account on one small trade on lower time frame. No. You take a trade where you're risking like maybe 5% or 2% of your accounts. Then before the end of 2-3 weeks, you're already in 300% or 200% or 100%. You understand? So use your head wisely, you know. So this is how price continue going up. So I did the same thing here, which I mentioned on the YouTube. Told everybody time frame they need to focus on. And if you see, price does the same thing every time. Every time. See here, how they pull back into where? Into this fair value gap. Into this fair value gap here. And 4 hour did the same thing again. I will show you. It repeats. See here. See what happened here. I remember this setup. I remember this setup. Okay, this broker looked different because I remember exactly how this candle printed on. Let me show you this other one. I remember how the candle looked like. I remember, look at it here. I remember how this candle, this is the broker that I was using. What broker is this? This is Paperstone. This is London. Okay, so I had this here. Okay, I had this here. The other block was formed. How did I know that the other block was formed? Because it swept this. There must be a sweep, bro. There must be a sweep. Swept and closed back inside. Once you see that, sharpen your gun. Sharpen it well. Okay, okay. You will say, what about here? There was a sweep here. All right. There was a sweep here. Sweep, sweep, close back inside. You can see here, closed back inside, but you say why? Why? Because we didn't have a proper close here, you understand? And there was no all those fair value gaps. But look at here, look at how this candle closed, and this was now the other block. So which day was this? You can see this was Monday, this was Tuesday. Boom. Check the days. Okay, this was Friday. I think this happened on Monday. The time wasn't right. They extended it to Tuesday, and now the time was right, and we moved. All right. Check the days. This started happening on Monday. On Tuesday, we had this first move. Maybe there was the impact news wasn't enough for them, or whatever days wasn't enough, but they had to bring price down again. Check here. You can see well, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, boom. So time is very, very important. Timing in everything that you do. Time is very, very important. I hope you guys learn enough from this video, because man, this is what I do every day. This is what I do every day. I find my 4-hour level, and I look for confirmation. Even if you want to scalp, this, looking at chart like this is very, very important. It's very, very important. Even if you want to scalp, even though you're just a scalper, because when price comes to those levels and you take your trade there, it's gonna happen quick. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. Let me see what's happening on nasdaq. You can see what happened here, right? This was yesterday, fair value gap, 4-hour fair value gap, because price pushed from here. This fair value gap wasn't tested. This is a fair value gap that could be tested. Okay, so I'm done for now, and we'll talk again